It is, of course, a bank holiday, and if you're lucky, you might even get a glimpse of the sun. But if you headed up to the seaside town of Ballycastle, you will find that the only hotel, the Marine Hotel, has shut its doors. Now the local MLA, Daithí McKay, is lobbying the Enterprise Minister to help secure its future. He thinks the town could make an ideal base for tourists visiting the entire North Coast area, with a bit of investment and a couple of new hotels. Paul Cochrane is the chair of Ballycastle Chamber of Commerce. Chris McGachan runs a sea angling trip company from the town. Let's speak to them both. Good afternoon to you. Paul, do you agree with Daithí McKay?
Absolutely. The loss of the Marine Hotel was a big miss here for Ballycastle, for the local economy and for the wider economy. It's basically our flagship here for tourists, and it's a very big miss at the moment.
What can be done then? What kind of investment to turn this around?
Well, I think what we have to do is look for support from our politicians to bring investment to Ballycastle on the ground locally. I know that the Chamber of Commerce, along with the local council here and with the Tourist Board, have been working very hard over the last few years. Our seafront area at the moment has been developed. It's beautiful. The location of the hotel is beautiful. Like, you're sitting from it, you're looking across, you've got the Mulligan Tower, you've got Fairhead, you've got Rathlin, so hopefully our politicians will be able to use their knowledge and actually try and get investment in Ballycastle.
You'd like to think you could sell that location to tourism, Paul, wouldn't you?
The location, I know I'm not biased, I live here, but it is one of the most beautiful views in any hotel anywhere in the world, because the location at the seafront, you have the seafront, actual Ballycastle in front of you, the beaches. I say you've got Fairhead as a backdrop, you've got the Scotland, you've got Rathlin, and it's absolutely awesome.
Now let's say, Chris, we can do something about the investment and develop one or more hotels in that area. Give us the sales pitch just in terms of the tourist options for Ballycastle.
Yes, well, Ballycastle is a little bit better marketed. So it has to be nationally marketed.
What would you market though?
Well, you would need to go for the budget market. Go for the Premier Lodge, Travel Lodge, Premier Inn, that sort of mid-range. So it would be for walking holidays, sea fishing holidays, trips to Rathlin Island. The average person coming to Ballycastle would want to spend about £30 a night in hotels.
So you're talking 2 to 3 star hotels there?
Pardon?
2 to 3 star hotels.
2 to 3 star hotels, yes. It needs that sort of a level, and it needs to be nationally marketed. So you know that Ballycastle exists, and you know that if you came, you would stay in a 2 or 3 star hotel at a good budget price, and it would be on the media, on the television, on the internet, etc. We tend to be hung up here on river fishing and canoeing, etc. We don't even have a rescue service in Ballycastle, so we need Ballycastle lifted right up. And we do live in one of the most historic and romantic areas. It links into Campbelltown. The boat is now online again for the weekends, and hopefully we can build that up to a full-time service back into Scotland. And marketing on the media does pay off, as you can see now.
For sure, but what is the town like now? Chris, what is the town like without a hotel?
It's impossible. Town's dead. Ballycastle's finished. It is dead as a doorknob. We can't depend on the weather. The main shopping centre is as dead as you can get. It is a pity. I'm chairman of the cooperative group. We do marketing for the co-op. Good with food, you'll see us giving us the weather on television. What we need is Ballycastle marketed on a national scale, and a professional hotel group in here to do the thing professionally.
So it's a ghost town?
It's a ghost town, yes.
That's not a very big sell point, Paul.
Well, I would disagree with Chris because I'm working with the Chamber and with the businesses here. Like every other town in the country and worldwide, we have a downtown and the economics. But the shops and the businesses out there at the moment are working very hard. That whenever you get people down, like recently we opened up an indoor activity centre. One of the problems we're having when people would come to Ballycastle with children, that because of the poor weather there was nothing for children to go. Well, now recently we've now opened up an indoor activity centre. So there is on the ground, as I say, on the ground there's definitely great support to push things forward and to investment. What we need now is, like you're talking about, what would you come to Ballycastle? We've got the golf club, we've got the tennis club, we've got bowls, we've got itself. We've got a beautiful beach. You can't make the sea. You can't make the views you have in Ballycastle and what we have here. I think that's anywhere else in the world we're getting those things.
So it's perfect if you've got a tent.
Yes, perfect if you've got a tent. What we need now is help and support from the bodies, from the government bodies, to give support, because North Antrim doesn't get very little. All the investment you see coming to Northern Ireland in this country, very, very rarely that North Antrim is ever supported in any way. And we need now is use our MLAs and our ministers to step forward and say, okay, what can we do here to help you? Because so far, the businesses in this area have worked very hard themselves to get this far, and it's now this next stage we need that professional help that you get from government bodies to further develop that.
Well, I mean, this is a question to both of you. What do you think the chances are of actually getting that kind of investment and drawing in one or more hotels in that class of hotel to make the town a busier place, shall we say, than the ghost town description that Chris has gone for? Paul, what's your answer to that?
Well, again, the ghost town, if you're at Ballycastle today, it's sunny and it's raining. The town itself is quite busy. The aspect of Ballycastle is because you've got a tourist town and a market town.
Right, you've got people who'll drive in, they'll drive away.
Drive away. But it's very important that we try and harness that to get the people to stop here. I just think that the groundwork is done here a lot with the council and with the chamber here. I think that the government have to just get money, get invested into our area, because all the assets are there. It just needs now the government to give us money to develop and to support local industry here and local businesses.
How much money are we talking about?
Well, the first thing to do, I think the first thing we have to do is get the hotel going. I think that's very important to get the hotel going. And to me, there has to be more investment for at least more than one hotel. Unfortunately, at the moment in time with economics, all hotel businesses and that type of business are going through a very hard time. It's just not, unfortunately, with Ballycastle, it's other areas. But I think that there has to be some sort of outward investment to say, look, come to Ballycastle, we'll give you support to open a hotel. Some of the bigger branches are,
give them some breaks, give them some tax breaks.
Absolutely, yes.
If you can do that. Isn't it mad to think that in this day and age there's no hotel in Ballycastle?
It's very disappointing, as the business aspect of the social. Ballycastle massively missed the hotel, even for the social aspect of it. For the likes of like weddings and local functions, it's a flagship, it's sort of a social hub of Ballycastle, and it is very, very missed. And like I know that the local people will support it, and I know that they'll come forward on the business aspect, on the local will get that support to make it a success in the future.
Chris, are you optimistic?
Well, Koreans get Premier Lodge, and I'm over in Scotland and England every month for the co-op, and I stay in these places. They're excellent. I can't see why we can't get a Premier Lodge or Travel Lodge. I'm out meeting van loads and lorry loads, bus loads of people stopping and asking the way to Korean. I've actually stopped today and asked in the queue road by a party load of young Americans. So it is extremely sad, but we have to have the place marketed on a national basis, and it has to be done right.
Thank you both. Chris, Paul, Mary is